Sometimes the weight of expectations tries to box us in the places we weren't meant to fit.
All right, Theresa, can I just say something before we even start?
Please do.
So I have to say that I think that this episode, as you and I were sitting and we were putting our ideas down, is going to be harder for me to talk about than the last one. I know. So episode 22, just for those of you who might not have listened to it, was about not recognizing ourselves in a specific moment, like a snapshot when I snapped at my daughter, right? That was a one moment in time. But this episode is so much bigger. It's about our journey and how we've lost ourselves over time. And I know for me and you and for all those other women listening, it's how do we find our way back? And there's no clean version of that. There's no direct line. There's no clean version.
And honestly, there really isn't. That's exactly why we have to tell it. Because everyone out there is pretending that the journey is prettier than it is. Like, thank you, Instagram. I love you. But like, I post fake pictures and everyone's like, oh my God, you're living your best life. I post on LinkedIn. Everyone's like, oh my God, did you just get a new job? No, I'm still unemployed. So it's like, I feel like today, just pop our bras, be out in the open. We're not doing it today. Let's be free,
No,
girls.
we're not going to do that. That's right. That's right. We're not going to do that today. We're not going to be fake because, as we've said this time and time again, life does not have to be perfect, but we do have to be real.
That's exactly what we're going to talk about. So everybody, welcome. I'm Theresa.
And I'm Irene, and we are two soul sisters, same stage of life, completely different roads on how to get here.
So every week we show up and we have these conversations. Most people won't say out loud, right?
Oh, no, definitely not bras popping off.
I mean, mine are tiny, so they're going to say exactly where they are.
Me too.
So there's a lot of boundaries. There's a lot of identity. There's sisterhood, there's health, and there's the quiet chaos that's holding everything together while we're holding on to ourselves and yourself, right?
That's
so
right.
Today I think it's time to get real.
Okay. And so, ladies, there's no filters. There's no fixing. It's just real talk. Just Theresa and I with you in your kitchen. So I know. So welcome to the Messy Middle Unfiltered, and we're going to get into it. All right. So one of the biggest lies that we tell ourselves is that if we lost ourselves, we would have felt it happening. It's like when you're in your car in the GPS and you lost the route or you missed the exit, it says rerouting, and you see that instantly that it's rerouting you.
Panic attack the minute it happens.
Yeah, but you feel right.
Everybody don't speak in the car.
Stop. But that's not what happens in our life. There's no this aha moment, like you said, that panic attack. There's no, oh my God, I missed the exit. Now let me turn around, and then you come back to yourself when you come back onto the right road. That's not how it works in real life. That's not how it works for me. And I know that's not how it works for you.
Oh, not at all, because it's so much quieter than that. You know how when you notice your hair isn't growing, like I've noticed I have a little bald spot over here. Every night I'm putting all this rosemary in the hair. And then one day you look in the mirror and you're like, shit, am I tying my hair too tight? What the hell? What is happening? You don't feel yourself disappearing. Like, I mean, being unemployed, I'm going into my second week unemployed.
I can't believe it.
It is wild. I secretly love it. Like, love it. If I wasn't poor, I would be freaking living my best life. But am I disappearing? I mean, I'm slowly someone who's managing life instead of living in it, right? Like, I am still setting my to-do list. I am making myself get up and be accountable and do all these things.
And for us, it's more the slowly disappearing is we're productive instead of being present in our lives. We're being responsible, and I don't want to be responsible anymore. I want to be connected to the people around me and functional, right? It's like, we're serving a purpose instead of being ourselves. And for each of those, there is a trade-off because our life requires it. But over time, that starts to stack up. And the scary part is that we may be very good at life while it's happening, and nobody can tell that from the outside.
So 2 things I want to do, right?
Okay.
I want to interrupt and say halfway through this, you started rolling something on you. What was it?
I actually got this from you a couple of episodes ago, vetiver.
Okay. What is it and why did you just do it?
So as I'm sitting here, my brain, of course, because this is what we do, is thinking of my to-do list. Like, okay, once we get off the podcast, what do I have to do? Blah, blah, blah. And vetiver is an oil that grounds me. It helps me stay focused. So I put it on my pulse points. And you're the one who told me to put it under my nose because I'm the only one who's using this. Put it behind my ears, behind, on my vagus nerve here. And I love the way it smells, and it's really grounding me, and it's calming me now to be fully present in the moment right now.
So I love that. And then you pop something else in your mouth. What was it?
You are just being like so super observant.
I didn't know if you had stinky breath and you were like, hey guys, I'm smelling my own breath, or are you doing something else?
No, I actually have peppermint beadlets. I just felt my breath not stinky, but it was kind of like a little stale. And so I just put a peppermint beadlet in my mouth, and peppermint just kind of like woke up my mouth, and there's like a party going on in my mouth right now. So, but don't take that the wrong way.
So I love this. And I think these are moments that like we don't share, right? You and I, so many healthy moments.
Oh, I know.
Our body needs to calm itself down because we do, and you just said it, like we are functional in our chaos. We are functioning in this chaos. And you did two things that just came so natural, but you didn't share it. And I think that's so important. Like sometimes you can't tell what the chaos is, right? Because we're still getting things done. We're still showing up. You're still the person that everybody calls to. Honestly, it was just proof. Like you're in the middle of having this episode and you're thinking about a million other things that you still have to get done. And what did you do? You calmed yourself down. And I think that's so important for us to share with our listeners. We're functioning at the same time of chaos happening. And it's not the same thing sometimes.
No, you're right. It's not, because functioning and being okay, and we've talked about being okay, are not the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, I want to talk about roles, because what I feel like what really gets us, what starts to slip on us, like right now, my role, just because I'm unemployed, I've taken on so much more. I mean, I want to be taking naps at 3:00 in the afternoon. I want to feel what it's like to be unemployed. But I feel like now, because I'm unemployed, I've stepped it up and I've taken on so much more than I was doing when I was working a full-time job.
Girl, you got my attention. Can you like say a little bit more about that? Because I want to know, what do you mean? Like,
I mean, I think well, you know me, I have the gift of gab, so I'll dive right into it. I think at some point we need to stop being a person who happens to be the mom, the partner, the employee, the caretaker. You've become all these things, and not just like a little bit, you're at 110%.
yeah.
The roles start to eat the rest of you. And I'm noticing it's happening even more now than ever, now that I'm unemployed, because I kind of feel in a weird way, even though like I was the person that was fully supporting the family, I feel like I kind of need to earn my keep in a way. So I'm still waking up at 5. I'm still doing my prayers and all my vibration mats and all these things to keep my mind going. But I'm also now making breakfast for my son, ironing his clothes. The things that I would do the night before, I'm doing the morning of.
Okay.
And at some point, like I'm realizing like now I'm going to the gym and I'm offering to drive people back and forth and I'm doing all these extra things, but is all of that necessary?
I don't know. Is it necessary? But let me ask you a question. So what if like you're going to the gym? So let's say you're at the gym, you meet a new friend, and they say to you, they don't know any of your roles. They don't know if you're a mom or not. They don't know that you're an employee. They know nothing about you. All they see is that you go to the gym. And you start having a conversation. They say to you, hey, Theresa, what do you like? What do you want? What do you need? How do you answer that?
I mean, I like everything. What do I want? I want to win the lotto.
Okay. All right. I get that. Completely get that.
That question is like, it's a good question. Like, honestly, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out who Theresa is.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Like, who is she? If somebody asked us about our kids, girl, we got that hands down, no problem. We can tell them everything about our kids, who they are, what they like, what they want. But you just said it. Who is Theresa?
I mean, on a bigger picture, she's a mom, she's a wife, she's a dog mom.
Okay, but let's remove those labels. Let's remove those labels.
But
who are you when nobody needs anything from you?
I don't know.
That's scary. Isn't that scary?
Yeah. I mean, there's a version that exists underneath it all, right?
100%.
That existed before all the roles, that existed before like all the labels, the wife, the mom. But when that version gets quiet for long enough, you stop tending to her. She doesn't disappear, but it gets really hard to figure out who she is. And I think I'm at that stage where I'm truly trying to figure out who I am.
I just got goosebumps. I really got goosebumps because you're right. Your inner voice gets so quiet because of everyone else's needs. And we've talked about this. The practice of stopping and asking yourself, right? We've said that you should journal. What do you need in this moment, sweetheart? What does your body want? What do you want? And for me, and I need to get back into that. I get on this roller coaster. I start journaling. I start asking myself what I want, and then I get off. And I want to get back on. I really do. And that's how we start tracking, because if we can see a pattern that, oh, you know something, on Mondays, I'm all in it. And then by Wednesday, I'm deflated. Okay, what can I do to keep myself going?
I mean, but can I say something like in fairness?
Okay, go ahead.
You're deflated because everybody else needs a piece of you.
Yes, I know.
You are the full puzzle. And when everyone takes a little piece of that puzzle out, there's pieces missing.
Mm-hmm.
So how can you not be deflated, right? Like, it's impossible.
Yep, I know.
Because
But I want to say something what you said before about functioning, like high functioning, because we're both high functioning women. And I want that to really sit with people. So that's the thing that I want people to sit with, about how you and I and many women who are listening to this, how we are highly functioning. So we could be highly functioning and disconnected both at the same time. And what do I mean by that?
Yeah.
It's about the women who on the outside look like they have it completely together, because we have, you're in the car with your kids and people are like, oh my God, look at Theresa. She's such a good mom. She's dropping off her kids. She's picking up her kids. But on the inside, you're like, shit, I have one more thing to do. I have one more drop off to do. And you're not even really paying attention to what your kids are. And so that's what I'm talking about. Highly functioning and disconnected.
I mean, listen, I think it's so true. Like, right? What's the perfect evidence? Like, I'm getting things done. I'm showing up. I'm not falling apart. So it must be all okay. Today's a perfect example.
Okay.
My husband and I drove my daughter to work, right? Everything was great. Him and I are under a tremendous amount of stress because of our freaking tax check. We're waiting for that goddamn thing to come in.
Okay.
And my son called us to tell us another day. It just didn't come in. And he lost it. He was driving, someone wasn't turning. He started cussing them out. And I looked at the car and I realized it was two young girls. And a part of me wanted to turn to him and like either open up the door and kick him out of the car, but something bad would have happened to him. So I thought twice about it. Literally flip out on him, or just literally be quiet. And I chose to be quiet. I rolled down the window and I let the air hit me. And I was like, you know what? This is the way he's going to react. And this is the way I'm going to react. So I chose to be quiet, didn't speak to him the entire time. Then when we get home, I didn't want chaos in my house. And my son had no clue what happened. My daughter had no clue what happened. And he went food shopping. And then we made dinner and everything was perfect. And that is honestly highly functioning. But deep down, I wanted to lose my shit. I wanted to freak out on him and I wanted to just scream. I actually just wanted to leave the house and do all these things, but I wanted to act like everything was okay. And I think that's what we do, right? To keep the peace, to keep the family, to keep everything together. But I'm still deep down pissed about it.
Of course you are.
And I think that's what we do. I think we try to just keep everything so perfect and we're getting things done and we kind of sacrifice our own feelings at some point.
Yeah. And I want to be honest about it, right? So that was what your version looks like. And in my world, this is what it looks like, because I used to be that woman also. the hair done, the makeup on point, showing up to work, coaching
You think
teachers.
my makeup's on point? Thank you. I'm trying to do a lot of Korean skincare.
You are, I'm telling you, right?
I'm doing a lot.
You know, getting everything done, like you said, on the checklist. And then in 2018, I had a scare. My doctor pulled me aside and she said, Irene, your heart rate is up, your body is stressed, and something needs to change. And I remember thinking, what is she talking about? I'm fine. Look at me. I'm handling everything. But my eyes were heavy. I wasn't sleeping. I was stress eating. And I had quietly disappeared from myself while still getting everything done. And nobody can tell from the outside. And that's what the danger, that's the scary part, because your husband really didn't know on the inside you were fuming and you were ready to fall apart. And me, I was fine on the outside. It's like, look at her. She's got her shit together. And meanwhile, on the inside, we are quietly dying.
I mean, that's the part that gets me, right? Like, people think that like losing yourself is like you're falling apart, and it's struggling, right? Like, we're functioning at a high level, but we're just not there. I mean, I'm going to keep on bringing this up until we stop having episodes that I didn't even know every Thursday you're in the city. You and I speak constantly. I'm going to hold that until the day I die. Literally, I want someone to say, wow, she didn't even know like Irene worked in the city. Like, we could have had lunch a million times. It's so important to know that like we're living our day-to-day lives, but we're really not living it. We're just functioning in it to get through the days.
Yeah. It's not a crisis. It's just we are graying away, where the full color that we used to have is not the same thing. And it's just, I don't know. It's not a good way to live. I definitely don't like it. And yeah, I'm going to get very upset right now. So you take it.
I don't want you to get upset.
No, that's okay.
I think so many women like to live in the gray place because just like today, for me, I was a perfect example. Like, I could have kicked him out the car. It would have been easy. I thought about it as he was driving. I was like, oh, we're at a stop sign. If I sucker punch him, fly out the window. He's like a bag of bones. He's like, I could totally take him. But I mean, would it be necessary? Like, two wrongs make a right? No. Like, what would I tell my children?
Right. Sorry, daddy had an accident out of the car. He just accidentally fell out of the car. Oopsie.
Oops. There's a million things that like we can go on, but I think we're allowed to be a mess.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we don't let ourselves get there because when you name it, the crisis becomes real. And I think that's the hard part, right? Like, I want to talk about something that like none of us discuss ever. And
I'm sure you and I have talked about it. Maybe not
I'm
here, but we
sure,
talked about
but
it.
like the body, right? Your body starts having this like alarm that like, shit, something's not right. Like, your brain is saying, I'm fine, I'm handling it. But your body's like, shit, girl, you can't drop this weight. Eat those damn M's. Those Skittles are calling you. There's so many different conversations that happen in my head. And it's because like mentally everything is falling apart.
That's right. And you just said something so funny about those conversations. You know how you're just muting conversations, you ignore the signals on your phone? That's what we do with our body. We just ignore them. Because guess what, ladies? Our life doesn't stop for our body to rest. Life just keeps going. So what do? We keep pushing. You're exhausted, you keep pushing. You drink another cup of coffee. You have that donut. You have that cookie. And we explain the tension in our shoulders. Oh, I was hunched over on the computer all day. You know, you're like, oh, I forgot why I came into this room, and the brain fog because, oh, I didn't sleep well because I was up till 2:00 in the morning working on my daughter's science project. So each of those things by themselves is not a big deal, right? Okay, one night of no sleeping. I had one donut today, no big deal. But if I add the donut, the not sleeping, the tension, the exhaustion, when I put all those together and the anxiety, my body is yelling bloody murder. And I need to stop and I need to start listening. We all need to do that. And we don't. It's not that we can't hear it. Hold on. I think it's because we're afraid of what we have to do.
Okay. So let's say you acknowledge it. Then what?
Then we can't just focus on that one thing because we know that life still goes on. So I can't just say, oh, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, family, but mommy needs to go take a nap right now. So you have to find your own way home, kid. No, it doesn't work that way. We can't just stop everything. And we're like Jello. We're women. We adapt. Our body does what it needs to do. So if, when you put Jello in a mold and it adapts to it, that's what we do. And life doesn't work that way. It can't. It's going
Okay.
to cost us too much.
Okay. But until the cost shows up. So I want to give a perfect example.
Okay, go ahead. I
20
want to
minutes,
talk about
20 minutes before we joined this call,
that. Okay.
said to me, Theresa, I could just cry. I've been praying all week, praying to every saint, praying to everything. And I feel like and I was like, look, girl, I'm carrying my candle around. If I could bring it to the supermarket holding it, I think I would. Bring my damn tax check.
Yeah, exactly.
My candle. I know it's so dramatic for me to light the candle and carry it around from room to room. It gives me a sense of peace. But if I don't light my candle, I'm losing myself. And that's what matters to me, right?
Oof.
Holding my beads, holding this, holding all these things. And for me, it's worth talking about, right? Like I could lose my shit in 20 seconds. I really can. I could become unhinged and be somebody
Right.
that can go really there because she's
Right.
there, but it's not worth it.
No.
So I want you to talk to me. Like, how are you pulling Irene together? Because we have to discuss your hair is on fire.
Thank you.
It is amazing.
What happened?
It looks amazing.
I don't know. I just got tired so I'm trying to simplify my life. I think that's where we have to start. We have to start small and we need to start simplifying the things that we do. And one thing that I hated doing and was blow drying my hair. Like I refused to wash my hair for almost a week because the idea of taking a shower, getting out of the shower and spending 20 minutes, half hour blow drying it was just too exhausting for me. I didn't want to do it anymore. I just want to take a shower, get out, and then just chill on the couch. Not have to get up and now I have to blow dry it, and you have to blow dry it at the right time because if it dries too much, then it gets frizzy. And then the next morning you have to use a heating tool, right? A heat tool to either curl it or straighten it. And it was just exhausting for me. So I just started air drying it with curl cream.
But look how gorgeous it looks.
I know. And it makes me feel so good because like yesterday morning, I woke up, took a shower, curled it, and then I went to work. Obviously, I won't be able to do that in the middle of the winter time because I'll freeze my ass off. But
you're glowing. You're glowing. So it's simplifying your life.
Yes.
That's the way to do it.
Yes, absolutely.
Really looking at everything and saying, how do I make my life easier?
Mm-hmm. Right. Because it's not the retreat. It's not the rebrand. It's not the spa weekend. It's not a whole new you. And I know that you were really good about getting up at 5 a.m. and doing your routine. You have been really good about creating a vision board. But that's exhausting. That's like a complete life overhaul.
100%.
Yeah. And we can't do everything so grand because if I say, oh, great, I'm going to create a vision board and I don't, then I'm going to feel like a failure.
Well, we turn everything into guilt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then guilt turns into grief.
Mm-hmm.
And technically everything just went wrong. And like you start to go down the dark path instead of like pushing yourself forward. So I think it's once you're identifying shit, it takes to do my hair, it takes much longer than it should be. But
Right.
look at you. Perfect example. Like you found a great solution. One, you look amazing. You're glowing. And you just cut nonsense out of your life. Not that blow drying your hair is nonsense, but it has turned into nonsense and time that you didn't have.
Right.
So I think it's really important that when we start really figuring out what weighs us down, what holds us back, what's heavy on us, we start looking at our lives. And I think you were a perfect example of saying, shit, like, I want to sit on the couch. I want 10 minutes to myself. And if it means sacrificing blow drying my hair that takes much longer than it should, then that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It's when I'm driving in the car and I don't turn anything on because I just need that silence. Or, not reacting to my daughter who asked me for the 100th time about staying out past curfew. And I'm like, didn't we just talk about that this morning? Like, I really just want to bite her head off. And I'm like, nope, I'm just going to breathe. I'm going to go woosah and just, not respond to that because she knows the answer. So it's just like you said, that sitting on the couch, that cup of coffee in the morning on a Saturday morning where I don't have to run around to anybody. Saving myself an extra 20, 30 minutes a couple of times a week because I don't want to blow dry my hair. That's, to me, that's not dramatic. It's real. Those are real things that light me up. So tell me, what can you do for yourself to light yourself up, to come back to yourself?
Well, my tax check coming in.
That would be really nice.
That would be great. I don't know, like, I think for me, like, my new thing now is going to the gym because I'm showing up for myself, right? Like, I've
Right.
been really forcing myself to, no matter what, getting to the gym and just really
Hmm.
for myself and figuring out new ways of working out and new ways of taking care of myself. And then learning who I am. Like, the fact that I didn't sucker punch him today or lose my shit or cause a war in the house made me realize that I am evolving as a person and made me realize that, like, I got this. Like, I can control my emotions. And I think that's really important for me.
Hmm.
And I'm not going to skip out on like letting these moments get to me and make me go backwards. And I think that's a part of the grief, right? You can't shortcut grief.
No.
And I think when you start grieving who you used to be or what you think you should be at this point in your life is
Hmm.
really, really important to understand that, like, don't grieve that person,
No.
evolve that person. Like, really evolve that person. Like, look in the mirror and say, shit, like, this is not okay anymore. And I'm not going to allow this. And I'm not going to keep on tolerating this. And I need to fix this and keep on moving forward.
Right. No, and I think it matters so much to give yourself that permission to do that, to be able to find yourself and say, "Hey, I'm still here."
Mhm.
And we were never really gone. We were never really away, but that pressure, all those roles, they just kind of buried us. And I think what we said today about finding tiny moments for ourselves to say, "Hey, what is Teresa like? Teresa, do you like chocolate or vanilla ice cream?" Well, shit, I mean, I don't like either. I want strawberry.
I like mints. I'm
Oh,
a
I like mint
chocolate
too. I
chip.
like mint chocolate chip. That's like one of my favorites.
Mine too. Not many people like that.
How did I not know? See, another thing I didn't know.
My favorite.
All right, so we need to go out for ice cream one day. That's what we need to do.
Yes.
My treat. I'll treat you until your income tax check comes out.
Oh God, I hope it comes tomorrow.
But yeah, that's what it's all about. Like we've lost ourselves. We've gone into this like abyss. We're still there, but we have to find ourselves again and just like do small things to be present in the moment. And when we're eating that ice cream, we need to like sit in and really eat that ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I have chills all over my body right
Mhm.
now. Like, I seriously have chills
Yeah.
because it's really important that it's a quiet recognition, right? Like, you're running yourself unexpectedly. We're moms. Can I just say, where was that ever labeled that moms have to do it all?
And I think we just kind of took on that role because we didn't want our kids to miss out. We didn't want them to feel that they didn't belong or that, we didn't take care of them because we had that guilt because we're working. We're working moms. And I feel that sometimes we take on a little bit more because of that. And we want to show up in a very real way for our kids. And through that process, we lost ourselves.
And that's the hard part, right? Because, like, what are we showing our kids? Like, run yourself to the ground?
Yep.
Or
Yeah, stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning and bake those cookies? I don't know. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go to Stop and Shop and get what Stop and Shop has on sales.
But, like, are we teaching them to do the same? Like, are we
Mhm.
teaching them to, like, I mean, I remember I had a single mom, right? Like, my mom, Christmas was like this massive event. And now that I'm older, I'm realizing, like, God, my mom had to work really, really hard just for one day.
Mhm.
And
Right.
but now I'm doing the same thing. Like,
Mhm.
holidays are so important. I want my kids to feel loved, but are they feeling loved by the material things? Are they feeling loved by me killing myself? Are they feeling loved by, like, their mother falling apart? Like,
Mhm.
or their mom feeling a little broken, a little gone?
I
Like,
don't know.
what are we teaching them? That it's okay to, like, just keep on doing until like you can't do it anymore?
I don't know. I don't know, but I feel that we're onto something. We definitely are. And this is a topic that we're going to keep coming back to again and again because it's just part of who we are. And one day you're back to yourself and you're good for 2, 3 days, and then we fall off. And that's okay. We can't be perfect all the time, and we can't not be who we are because of that. So, just the road is long, the journey is messy, but I know that now that we brought self-awareness, like we're aware of it. And when you're aware of it, you're like, you kind of catch yourself in the middle of it. So,
Well, I don't want this episode to be a pep talk.
very true. I agree.
Finding yourself part again is like, it's not just a one-way ticket, right? Like,
Mhm.
I think you can completely look in the mirror and figure out like who you want to be. I think it's really important that we evolve each day and that just say like, I don't want to go backwards. I only want to go forward, right? And now like you could figure out who you are each day.
Yes, so true. And I'm so glad that you said that because we don't say, okay, I'm going to reconnect myself. Woohoo, I'm done. No. And like you said, there's some days where you're going to be great at it, and some days where I'm eating that chocolate chip cookie in the car, and days where you want to throw your husband out of the car. And so there's those ups and downs. And we don't have to fix everything all the time.
Yeah.
We don't. Yeah.
I think that's the part of that's really important. There's no direction for yourself, right?
No.
Like you don't just have to arrive. You don't have to keep on pointing yourself. Wait, I have to go this way. I have to go that way. I
Mhm.
think going to bed 10 minutes earlier might help. Maybe
Yes.
not.
Right? You have to try it. You cannot try it, and you can't do everything.
I love
I think,
that.
yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
thank you, Jesus. That's it. I
Yeah.
think this whole thing was really good. A couple of things I learned. Irene uses an oil that I taught her. So she
Yes.
learns she's listening to me.
Of
Thank
course I'm
you.
listening to you. I'm
You're
always
you're
listening to you.
one of the 5 listeners, Irene. You listen to everything I say. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh my goodness. So I think next week we're taking a pause in our identity series, and we're going to have our daughters come on because we have a really very real and honest conversation with them.
God, I
I
can only
know.
imagine what
I
mine
can't wait.
says.
I'm so excited for it.
Oh, I'm glad you are. I might have sure, like, I could go like this during the session in case I need to bump her out of my window.
Or, pinch them. Remember when they used to be little and you could pinch them on the
Oh,
inside of their thigh because nobody would see the black and blue? And please do not call ACS on us. Like, we're good. We're good moms. I promise you.
yeah. God, for real. Well, thank you
Mm,
so much for spending the evening with us or the day with us whenever you're listening to this.
exactly. And if we said anything to you guys that made you feel a little less alone, share this episode with a woman in your life who deserves to hear it. She knows who she is.
We'll see you next time.
Absolutely, my friends, because remember, you're not broken. You're not alone. We are in the messy middle.
I love it. I got you.
I got you too, girl.
Bye.